And welcome everyone tonight
Yo.
here on Lake Effect Radio.
Yeah.
Streaming live at livestream. Or it could do that. Livestream.com/Lake Effect, then lakeeffectradio.org/studio.
Google it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Or lakeeffectradio.org and just go to studio.
Nice.
Yeah, the website thing, they just try to make it user friendly.
Yeah.
So wherever you were trying to go, it's like / whatever it is. We got Josha Roberts in the house.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Not bad. How about yourself?
Doing good. A little tired. Hanging in there.
I know that pain.
Yeah.
We have, the same in common.
Just being tired?
Tired.
All the time? Yeah.
Little money
Right.
and being tired.
Yeah. Little money.
Actually, I don't get paid at all. So you're way ahead on that deal.
Killing it.
So I gotta ask, Annette.
Yeah, what's up?
How would you describe your music to everyone in that?
Oh, man. So I guess a mixture of John Mayer meets Green Day. So kind of like going back, it's kind of what I started out doing, punk rock and heavier music. And through that process of being in like high school bands and learning how to sing and learning how to play guitar, it slowly turned into, okay, like how can I do this on a more broad scheme? How can I get in front of more people? And kind of softer music plays well with a wider audience. So
Very true.
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you can throw me in a corner and I can play for 3 hours and no one notices me, but it's perfect. They think a radio's on. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Works
Wow.
out.
So you're saying, go to Arabica and then throw you in a corner?
Yeah,
and that.
man. I'll
Okay.
do anything. Just
Well, that's the funny thing is I found you because you played, what was it, over the summer. I was going through downtown Willoughby and you were playing someplace down there.
Yeah.
It was after the fact.
I don't know.
And that I ended up stumbling upon you, but yeah.
Okay.
Found you through that.
Yeah, sweet.
Channel
I play in
and that.
Willoughby a lot. Yeah. It's
Whistle.
my hometown.
Really?
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
Manor. So.
Close enough.
Willoughby's my hometown bars. That's
Forget
where I
that
go to hang.
technicality.
Yeah, right.
It's a little overrated.
Right.
You
okay.
know.
Yeah.
What got you into music?
I don't. Nothing really. I just had some friends, kind of in grade school, that wanted to start some bands. Parents got me an electric guitar that I never played. Just kind of found out that I could sing through other people playing guitar and me trying it out in front of them. And then eventually was like, man, like I need to be able to do this when I'm alone. And yeah, so I guess just growing up with friends who were also into the same things I was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a football player and decided I'd much rather, I don't know, be on stage and be a frontman of a band. So that's pretty much it.
I gotcha. Luckily, we have that one troll out there in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Haterade, why aren't you singing? You shouldn't be, or was it? You should be playing a song.
I don't play anything. I just carry guitars around and talk to people.
Yeah, he gets bored, you know. Like he could just goes down there and just looks pretty along.
Yeah, right.
Downtown Willoughby and that,
Yeah, it's a
something
style
like
thing.
that. I have no patience.
Clearly.
You gotta love that person. It's always, every once in a while they pop up.
Haterade's a solid name too.
True. I give it to him.
Yeah.
I give him props and that. Not including for anyone that's watching in. You could also chat in with Haterade.
Yeah. Or chat at Haterade. Let's find out more about Haterade.
True.
Let's get some details.
Except he's like on that small line of he's almost infringing on a trademark in a way. And then you had Donald Trump's wall. Belled me. Keep Haterade out.
All right.
Well, that somewhat seems like this is going to be an interesting
Hey,
night in that.
Love trumps hate, right?
Something like
Love
that.
trumps hate. Yeah.
I got to ask, What was the first instrument?
First instrument was well, okay. I faked my way pretty well with like the clarinet and saxophone in I guess that was like third or fourth grade. I started playing that and was just awful. I would just sit there while the rest of the band was playing, and somehow I like still made honors band. So I think that they kind of just let anyone in honors band. But so yeah, clarinet and saxophone. I was obsessed with drums, but never had a set or anything. I just would play on my lap and on my school desk and all that kind of stuff. And then guitar and then piano. So, yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
They're off on their
Oh, yeah.
now arguments.
I love this. I was Donald Trump wall. You cannot keep me out.
I'll take a bulldozer drive up it horribly belt wall.
All right. I love this. Can we have more people just chat and we can commentate?
Something like this. This happens every once in a while. It happens, at least at once a month fashion.
That's sick. I love it.
So,
yeah, public forum. Let's do it.
something like
I
that.
said I was going to talk politics today, so we can make that
Really?
happen. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I posted it on Facebook, but I put a quick JK in parentheses.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk politics.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Well, it's sort of going into politics.
Yeah.
Not by our choice.
Right.
It happens. They must be paying attention to your posts.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, guys.
Depending, you never know. Those could be people that you actually know.
Probably are. Probably are.
Just a little.
Yep.
With that said, remember how I told you I was going to make you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Out of works you have done or that you're going to do, what would be those top 3 songs?
Top 3 that I've written or top 3 that I listened to?
Top 3 that you've written.
Okay. That's kind of tough. Going back.
I told you.
Right. So one song that I wrote with 3 guys, Mike Clark, Lawrence Nemmons, and Casey Sarapak. We wrote a song called Station 84. That was a song by the band The Carsons back in high school days. It was kind of like a My Chemical Romance type song. Really kind of, it was probably as far as like a song goes, like from structure to lyrics to all the parts that each individual member did. Probably the most complete song that I feel like when the song was done, it was done. There was no need to ever go back to it. So that was definitely one of them. A song that I still play now, it's called A Whiskey Glass. It's kind of like a timeless song. It's evolved so much. It used to be kind of more punky and upbeat, and I've made it a little more laid back, and I don't know. I guess it showcases my voice well, and it's just, to me, it's just a pleasant sounding song. And probably a song called Ohio that I wrote. That's about, I lived in Nashville for a couple years, and it's kind of about the transition back from Tennessee to Ohio, and kind of struggling with that. I don't know. I guess with
I
that
gotcha.
move, Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Then I'm going to be that one person that
Yeah.
says, what's that one that describes, that would say, this is how I would describe me and my music?
As far as what? Like a song that I've written?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I don't think I've written it yet. I don't.
Okay.
I think I'm still searching for that sound. I'm working on one right now it's nearly finished, and I think it's the closest to any song or to anything that I've ever written that sounds like, okay, like finally, this is a song that I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy a lot of my songs, but that I would listen to if it wasn't written by me. And I think that's kind of the goal of a lot of artists, is you want to write songs that, that you would listen to. So, yeah.
I gotcha.
So I'm getting there with that.
Yeah, it's no harm in foul
I
into
kind of
that.
deflected that question, but
No, you're good. Well, it's no wrong or right answer into that. I sort of leave it up to everyone. Wow, they're really having fun.
I know. That last word, it's on the sign right there that I can't say any of those words, so
I
I'm gonna
know.
be good. Let's not read that.
Well, everyone can go look.
Yeah.
Entertaining bunch of people.
Right.
Except, don't you guys have, besides going at it with one another, actual questions?
I don't know. Kind of boring. So, just kidding.
No. We're not going to shove you off in a corner.
No, I know. I appreciate that.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
They might.
Nobody puts Josh in the corner.
Something like that. Maybe to somewhat please them in that.
What's up?
You want to play?
Yeah, I'll play a song.
Yeah.
Song or two.
Maybe that'll chill them out.
Mm-hmm. At the very least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just a little.
All right. So, just So this is the one I was talking about called the Whiskey Glass. It's kind of been
Okay.
around for quite a while. It's a nice little story. A whiskey glass, it used to make me laugh. I was a child then, yeah, I was a child then. My friends around, we get drunk downtown. It was a medicine, it was a medicine. For the first time I felt warm in December. For a minute there I knew I found myself. The sun is shining in a way I can't remember. I'm not afraid. I broke off from a cycle I begun. I was afraid to grow, I was afraid to grow. Fell in love and bought this new guitar. Not afraid to grow, no, I got a place to go. For the first time I felt warm in December. For a minute there I knew I found myself. The sun is shining in a way I can't remember. I'm not afraid. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 And for the first time I felt warm in December. For a minute there I knew I found myself. The sun is shining in a way I can't remember. I'm not afraid. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, it's my
Yeah.
music.
You're right. That sort of describes
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Most definitely not. Then what is it? These guys. Name 2 local artists you would have played with.
2 local artists I've played with. Like Moon Rocks I've played with. Surf Deer. New Moon Rising. I know it's a two. Myth and Company, they're awesome. All those guys, yeah, all great bands.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Two artists who you liked. Oh, except I can't actually say their name.
What's that?
I give them creative props on that.
Who's that?
Common. Yeah, Common of what would be two artists you would like to open for?
To open for two local artists.
I think they
Just
mean
any
artists
artist.
in general.
Um, it'd be cool to open for like on a small scale, like Joshua James. He's one of my favorites for sure. My buddy actually played for him. I played drums for him, and they were just phenomenal live. Um, I don't know. Other than that, like obviously John Mayer, but I think I'm a little too up his alley.
Well,
um,
it's no shame in that.
yeah, no, no. Ed Sheeran would be cool. Thrice, they're coming soon with Circus Survive. Pretty pumped for
True.
that show. Um, but their Alchemy Index album is one of my favorite albums of all time, so they'd be cool to open to. Maybe like if they did an acoustic set. Like, yeah, Thrice acoustic. That's who I want to open up for. Thrice doing an acoustic set. So,
I gotcha.
yeah. The other two artists were Surf Deer. That's my cousin's band. They're really cool, kind of like an alt rock kind of band. And then Myth and Company. They play out a lot. They're at Wits End a lot. Just like a badass rock and roll band. They're really, really good. So check them out.
Most definitely. And yes, Loser War or Lord, I got that. Don't worry.
Yeah, all good.
Oh, they said about the crackling that. I think something's being funny with that mic.
Oh yeah,
So,
I can DI if you want. If I make it do better.
uh, it's either that. It's not. It's actually that one,
Oh yeah. All right.
which I can just go and grab one of those and that
Yeah.
boom it up and that. Oh, Moon Rocks. This is actually Tim, one of the advisors that's across the street at
Oh
Holden, about Moon Rocks. New Moon Rising's been here before and that.
yeah. Yeah, I read his. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been in studio before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's New Moon over there near that fan.
Oh
Yeah, that blue.
Yeah. That's sweet. Where's that at?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
They just brought it in and said, hey, we got this nice picture in that for you and that, and,
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one less thing. Gotcha. Let's see. Well, that was New Moon and that. They aren't the same people now. I would imagine because they were here like, I want to say at least 4 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
If not maybe 5.
Right.
So, I can believe that. So, with that, I'll be the evil.
Oh, man. I didn't know that. That's sad.
Mm,
No idea.
yeah, I gotcha. With that, I'll sort of be this person of. From a year from today, where would you want to see your music career at?
I don't really know. I mean, I have no 1 year goals, unfortunately. It's kind of more of um, just growing this small scale kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess getting an album out would be sweet, but really, I enjoy playing. I do a lot of weddings and corporate events and stuff like that.
Mm,
So if that can kind of grow and become bigger, that would be nice. But I don't know. That's pretty much it. I just like to exponentially grow kind of this company that I created for myself, and yeah.
I gotcha. I like it. Also, this is a little bit hypothetical. If you could play anywhere, whether it's within the U.S. or out, where would you want to play at? Any stage.
Um, Probably Red Rocks in Colorado. I don't know. I don't know that much about these stages. Like you hear a lot of bands talk about like all these great big stages like Wembley in England and um, I don't even know. Like all these giant stadiums that people play at and I have no idea. Like what's any different than like seeing a show at Blossom than somewhere else? I guess to me like I haven't been out there enough to know the difference between these large stages. I mean, seeing Red Rocks, like seeing videos there and everything, it looks gorgeous. But I've
Mm.
never actually been there. It's like unless like when you're in a show, I feel like I'm so fixated on the artist and the stage in front of me and everything that the surrounding area only matters so much. Like at Blossom, I get to go there, I get to hang out pregame before, like tailgate and all that. It's a beautiful place, but like the fun is being with all those people and like being able to center in on the stage like that, you know.
I
So I don't know.
gotcha.
I mean, yeah.
That's a very common answer. Everyone goes for Red Rocks.
Yeah, right. And that's I think why it's like one of the few stages I know. I mean, House of Blues Cleveland was one of my favorite stages to actually play on. Um, so I guess in that regards, there's some kind of difference. To me, that place or a venue like it, it's nice because it's closed in and it's it feels big, but it's small. Like the sound's really good, all that. So
I
even when
gotcha.
there's not that many people there, it looks packed, which is always amazing. Like it's always a good night. So yeah,
I gotcha.
yeah,
Because that's what I was going to do. Go right into the local one.
yeah, right,
So, touche.
yeah.
Touche.
Two birds with one stone. I got you.
And you have Tim and that. Josh, thanks for giving me those band names. Oh, I never methodized a company or a surf deer before. Hmm,
Yeah, check
something
them
like
out.
that.
Look into them. Check out those bands.
Don't worry, I got more stuff.
Yeah, what you got?
If you could work with anyone, dead or alive, whether it's working on a project, one record, performing with, who would you choose?
um, Man,
You like how deep this is?
it's I guess work with as far as like writing together, performing together, or just like whatever, like
Hmm.
all that. Um,
Whatever
Someone,
the combination of the madness you want to
right?
throw in.
Someone like, I guess like Steve Jordan, a drummer, like just someone with not necessarily Steve Jordan, but someone like him, someone with just like a lot of groove, who can really carry a song percussively. So I guess Steve Jordan would be someone to play with, I guess. Um, Working on a record, like someone like Butch Walker. I don't know if you know who Butch Walker is.
Oh,
He
I
writes
haven't.
writes for a lot of big name artists, but he performs too, and he plays every instrument, writes incredible music, he produces everything, and it's just he does it all and does it all so well and captures the sound so perfectly that it'd be nice to even just get advice from somebody like that. Like, hey, this is how your songs can fit together better, and this is how you can get this, you can capture the sound that you want in a recording. You know, so
Hmm.
yeah, Steve Jordan and Butch Walker. Let's make a record together. That'd be good.
Yeah, no worries. Told you I was going to get deep.
Yeah.
Then you had Tim. Is Tom Brady softer than Cristiano Ronaldo?
Tom Brady killed me last night.
Fantasy?
Killed me in fantasy last night. I'm still up by 8 tonight going into tonight's game, but the guy I'm going against has Funchess from the Panthers, so I'm hoping that Funchess is limited to 78 yards, and that's it. That's all he's allowed to get.
And that's like me. I have 22, and the other guy against me only has 2 players.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
but you
it?
never know, man.
McCaffrey and somebody else.
That's dangerous. McCaffrey's
I know.
sports talk. Sports talk radio now.
Especially it's prior or per reception
Oh, yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in that league.
Right.
So that could be a killer.
Yeah. You might lose.
I
That's
know.
all right. I might lose too.
I know. Somewhat a sad little thing in that.
Yeah. Sucks to lose.
It happens. But if people want to check you out,
Yeah.
where should they go?
If you actually just Google Joshua Robert, I believe I'm the first thing that comes up, and that's kind of what I try to tell people because my website is a mouthful. It's joshuarobertentertainment.com. We got videos. Image and Motion did these amazing videos for me. So they're worth checking out, even if you don't love the music. And, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually really nice.
What's that?
Website.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was on
Thanks. I
that.
designed it myself with Squarespace.
Well, that's almost just me and Wix.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm looking into Wix for a new kind of website project that I'm starting to work on. So
I gotcha.
yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
I know you're paying in that.
Yeah,
So no one else with that. So I'll sort of go on my thing.
yeah.
Or let me think of. No, I'm not going to do that one. Not yet. Let me think. What was the best performance that you ever done?
That I've ever done.
Yes.
100% the high school rock off in my junior year. Was it junior year or sophomore year? I think it was my junior year. And it was the Carsons, who I told you about before. We sold out all our tickets, and most of the other bands that played that night did too. And it was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, just packed, like couldn't move. And people were like chanting Carsons before we came on stage, and we stood with our backs turned. We felt like a huge band, and that was absolutely 100% the coolest I've ever felt in my entire life. And I think those guys would probably say the same thing. And we put on a hell of a show. I mean, we had people dancing, like, it was good. That's the most I've ever seen people sing along to our music, which was really, really cool.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Never thought of that, though.
What's that?
You being at the Rock Off and that.
Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like almost a common thing with anyone that comes through the
I'm
door.
sure that's a rite of passage, man. If you grow up in Cleveland in rock bands, you have to play the high school rock off. You have to.
Valid. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Well, could jump to one more song, but
Yeah.
I'm going to switch this.
Go for it.
Little switcheroo with the mics.
Yeah. Is that going better?
Should be.
Is it going? Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right.
No, you're good in
Yeah.
that.
So this song's called Ohio. Cool.
Cool.
I saw your face where I used to work. Saw you happy and I saw you hurt. If I knew then what I know now, never would have left that town. Ohio, you have my heart. I guess I kinda knew right from the start. Tennessee, you're tearing me apart. Ohio, you have my heart. I got attached to the way you move, and I found myself running back to you. If you love something, you let it go, but I'm tired of hearing welcome home. Ohio, you have my heart. I guess I kinda knew right from the start. Tennessee, you're tearing me apart. Ohio, you have my heart. Ohio, you have my heart. I guess I kinda knew right from the start. From the start. Tennessee, you're tearing me apart. Ohio, you have my heart. Ohio, you have my heart. Love your applause. Your
I
applause
know.
effect is brilliant. Thank you.
Don't worry, I got many others.
Hooray! Okay, good stuff. What else you got?
A little bit quieter.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
Must have taken you days to record all this.
You know the funny thing is, I didn't even record it.
I know you didn't record it.
No, it's because one of the actual former DJs, he has an audio block account. He's now paying like $160. He used it for a few video projects.
Oh, yeah.
Then he says, well, just go in there and rate.
What was that one? I love that one.
That's SpongeBob. That was Tim. So yeah, he just said, here's the account and I just go download a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Good stuff.
that was
I love
part of it.
Yeah.
It happens, you know.
Right.
Yeah, he's skipping through all the buttons.
Who's doing that?
Tim.
Oh, hey, Tim.
He's across the street.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, VNC. It's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he's doing in that.
Okay.
So,
Cool, cool.
but I gotta ask, what's the difference between the whole, you know, being down there in Nashville and that
Yeah.
scene to compared to up here in Cleveland?
It's like a world of difference. I mean, there's live music everywhere you go, all the time. Everyone you meet plays an instrument or sings or writes music or, I mean, plays some kind of instrument. You play, I would say, mostly for tips in Nashville. That's pretty much the standard there. Just because everyone is so good and everyone's so willing to play. I don't know. I have more free time here, I would say. It's really busy there. Oh, there's a ton of differences. I mean, it's the South.
I gotcha.
It's the South. And no one's from there. No one's from where they... Yeah. No one's
there.
from Nashville. Everyone's from somewhere else, which was honestly the coolest thing about being there is meeting all these people from all over the United States and Canada and
That's true.
it was just really cool. Like you learn about cultures of people that you never thought you'd meet, and it felt like kind of just this giant university of all these people who are in different facets of music, and it was really cool. So
I gotcha.
yeah.
It would be actually sort of neat.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Um, I plan on visiting quite often
In the
in my life.
future.
Oh yeah. Oh
I gotcha.
yeah.
But with that, with the Cleveland music scene,
Mm-hmm.
what, before you went down there, and even now, what's changed?
What's changed in the past like 5 years? You mean, like between
Yeah.
when I left and when I came back? Um, Not a whole lot. I mean, I don't want to pretend like I know the scene because I really don't. I mean, I'm mainly I do a lot of, like I said, weddings and cocktail hours. I sit at home on my computer and try to book, and I love it.
Mm.
There's other people out there that are really involved with the actual Cleveland music scene, and that's kind of I like that a little more, like more than what I do. I mean, what I do, it pays the bills and it does every, it's great. But there's a scene, there's a Cleveland music scene with some amazing artists, So I couldn't say how the Cleveland music scene has changed. I don't think I know enough to comment on that.
Okay.
But yeah.
And Tim asking, do you play fantasy basketball?
Occasionally on DraftKings, I'll play fantasy basketball.
Try to make the money, huh?
Yeah, I usually end up losing, but yeah, it's
I haven't
$1.
tried it yet.
Oh no,
No.
it's not worth it. Don't do it. You'll get addicted.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Thanks for the warning.
no problems.
Just saves me a bunch of money in the long
Mhm.
end. Because are you trying to con him into a station ESPN league, aren't you?
What's that?
I'm just curious if he's trying to con you into the station league.
Hey man, I'll play if you guys are looking for someone. I'm always down for
3.
Yeah, I'm in.
You
Call me.
played fantasy basketball, Jeremiah? Yeah, I won the title
yeah.
last year.
All right, cool.
You know the worst thing is?
What's
I
that?
was doing an interview during the draft, and they didn't get to
Just
pick my
auto-draft?
team.
Okay.
I didn't even have it set to actually pick anything in order.
Right. Yeah. No.
it just
does it, yeah.
randomly did
Yeah.
it.
It's awesome. I know. I think someone who's winning our fantasy football league auto drafted, which drives me crazy because I put a lot of effort into that, and I'm in like 6th. So
Yeah.
it's pretty frustrating.
Even the one time I sort of missed, and I actually scheduled what position. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I didn't pick any of that.
Yeah. Well, congrats. Yeah.
And I ended
Congrats
up
on your luck championship.
winning the regular season
Yeah.
and the mate. So, yeah, it sort of happens. No, because Jesse's probably joining to make it whatever 6 in the league. I picked. Nah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. What about me?
Don't worry. What's been the sort of like most memorable like perform or sort of either like show in Nashville or up here besides the Rock Hall thing? It has
Just
to be
like a
sort of that
solo
other
gig?
one.
So I guess the best solo gigs, man. I did one. I've done 2 at the Grog Shop that were pretty even. I'd say, I guess the most recent Grog Shop show I played, which was, I think it was last winter. That was with Bobcat Blue. It was Chris Downing, and Surf Deer and Moon Rocks, or New Moon Rising. Sorry, New Moon Rising. And that was cool because it had been so long since I played a show like that, where it was like sell tickets, draw a crowd, get people to come out to Coventry or Cleveland Heights. And then it really let me showcase what I can do. Because a lot of times with these, with these weddings and like smaller, like corporate gigs and stuff like that, I have to kind of stick to this style of laid back, like
Mellow.
just pleasant, yeah, And for shows like that, I can really showcase what I'm able to do and showcase my own music in a way that I'm not really able to do in those settings, you know. So the Grog Shop was cool because I'd written so many new songs that I haven't been able to play out like that. So even to just play in front of my friends with the confidence of like, you know, a full stage light on you and like a professional sound guy and everything, that was probably the most memorable. And another one too was a full band show I did in Nashville at the Basement, um, and that was cool because I got to hear my songs kind of come to life because I always play acoustic.
Mm.
And in Nashville, you just find some guys and send them the songs and say like, "Hey, learn this," and you don't even have to practice. Like you just show up at the show and they nail it because they're that good. They're really good studio trained session guys. So that was cool for sure.
That's something I never knew about Nashville.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. These guys are top of the line, for sure.
Well, that's sort of a nice selling pitch for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming different like gigs?
Grab my phone.
I should have mentioned that prior to going on.
That's
sort of my fault.
Real bad for not knowing that. One that I'm really looking forward to. I'm at the Playground in Parma on Thursday the 16th. That's a brand new place. Supposed to be really, really cool. So I'm pumped about that. I'm pumped to play my friend's wedding on Friday. And then Laurentia Winery on Saturday, the 18th. Always a really good show. And then if you just go onto my website, there's a
long list.
I play a lot. Yeah, I play 3 or 4 nights a week. So
yeah, you seem somewhat of a busy beaver.
Yeah, for sure. There's
no downtime in your life.
No.
It's all good. Oh, that's something I didn't know.
What's that?
He picked my team for me.
That makes more sense.
I didn't know. I was right here when that was going on. It just took almost a year to find out.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Small choices.
Tim won the championship then. Congrats, Tim. Good work.
Something like that. We'll sort of go with that. What's that one song that you have written that sort of stands out that helped you through like a certain like down point or of your life?
I don't know that I necessarily have. So I've written some songs in those kind of moments that I always seem to throw out because I'm not a very reflective person.
Mm.
So I'll write it, and then a couple days later, I'll look at it and be like, okay, like this seems like it came out of a place of hate or anger or even sadness, and I'll look at it and I'm like, like it just doesn't do justice to the thing that made me feel that way. And then I'll end up scratching it. And I have recordings of all these songs. I mean, I have recordings.
Just never released them out.
I guess, like, and that's a really bad thing to do as an artist, because you're supposed to, like, wear your emotions on your sleeve. And I don't really do that. To me, I like to release the songs that are kind of vague, that can kind of be interpreted in multiple ways. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get the courage one day to release all those. But nothing that I particularly go back to in those moments. Yeah.
It's nothing bad. Everyone has their one thing, you know,
Yeah.
of they sort of put it, it's like, no.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
put it on the back burner. Hey, it's something good for you to have, down the road if you just go and revisit it yourself. So
Yeah.
I give you props there.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
So instead of many people that just, they sort of had it and just, said forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
So I give you props in that with that. If you could play any place within Ohio, whether it's the House of Blues, anywhere in the state,
Mm-hmm.
where would you choose?
If I could play anywhere in Ohio?
Yeah.
I guess Blossom. I think that's what everyone has the highest capacity for people to hear me. Not that everyone would. I don't know. Not that I'd pack a venue like that, but If at full capacity, I could pick probably Blossom. I think it's the biggest, or like the Q. I wouldn't want to do the Q. That's too much. Probably
Most
Blossom.
of them, it gets sort of warm.
Yeah, no,
So
the Q. That's where the Cavs play. LeBron can have the Q. I'll take Blossom.
I like it in that. Now I'm somewhat going to reverse everything I
Yeah.
knew of. You're the main event. You could have anyone open for you. Who would you choose?
Um, I don't. I'd have to look, but probably somebody that I know, some kind of local artist or someone from Nashville who I've met, or I'd have to. I don't know. I'd have to look at that, but definitely someone local, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that fair enough? I don't
Yeah, that's fair enough,
Yeah.
and I give you
I know
that.
it's broad, but yeah.
Well, here and there, I sort of go broad, and that they give everyone interpretation of however they want to take it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
So
so far from there right now, from even having it. I don't even open for bands, so to think about someone opening for me is just like that's miles away.
you never know.
That's true. You do never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So with that, want to jump to another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
I'll play kind of an upbeat one. This is the one that I wrote. This is actually the first one I wrote in Nashville with my friend John Miller, who I hope is doing very well today. It's called Not This Time. It's definitely more country than some of the other stuff I do, but oof.
I gotcha.
If this wants to tune at all.
It's saying it's Monday night and it doesn't want to work.
Hey, no one does. Why drop that line 1,000 times? And she ain't picking up what I'm putting down. Not this time. She showed the door, but I'm not leaving her behind. Oh, I could walk away, but not this time. One step, take your hand in mine. Two-step, darling, dancing line. Oh, your heart's been broke, so is mine. Not this time. This ain't your first rodeo. I've been down a few times before. Trampled on and tossed to the side. But not this time. Not this time. One step, take your hand in mine. Two-step, darling, dancing line. Oh, your heart's been broken, so is mine. But not this time. A little more patient, a little more kind, a lot more faithful to give you peace of mind. You gotta take that leap before you learn to fly. One step, take your hand in mine. Two-step, darling, dancing line. Your heart's been broken, so is mine. Not this time. cue.
I try. I try to time these things up, What's your favorite place to play within sort of this like local area of like Manor Willoughby?
Oh, they're all pretty great, to be honest. I mean, um, I don't know. That's a tough question. So they all have kind of their different thing. Like Pestina in Menor is one of my favorites. Just the crowd is always very attentive, and um, it's a nice time. Like 7 to 10, those hours are really nice. There's Paragon and Euclid that I play at quite a bit. It's just nice because it's later. People kind of have their buzz going at that point, which is
Mm-hmm.
really nice. So people, I think, get into it a little more. They kind of get up and moving. It's like anywhere. Like I just played at the Morehouse. That show was incredible. I actually got this hat there, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean anywhere in Willoughby. 1899's awesome. Soul's awesome. Willoughby Brewing Company. Um, I mean, everywhere I play is great. So
I didn't realize you played at the brewery.
yeah.
Nice.
They have like a Wednesday night acoustic. Not all the time, but it's
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, it's solid, man. It's a good time.
That's something I had to pay
Yeah.
attention to.
Yeah.
Give you props.
Yeah.
Sort of learning things off of you in that now.
Yeah. Glad to teach.
Yeah, I'm sort of the student in that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, what was that one performance that you just wish you could have done over?
Done over. So I played at Billy's Martini Bar. I think it was like one of maybe my first or second show, and I don't know, just like we partied pretty hard that night. It was really fun, and they invited me to go on to the radio the next day. Actually, this is one of the other radio performances I had, and they asked me to sing "Home" by Philip Phillips on the radio, which I don't know if I was allowed to do that or not, because I don't know if you're allowed to like cover a song on the radio. I don't know if that's legal or not. Is it legal? I don't know. Anyways,
Because all of us pay into that whole, artist do thing.
okay. Because whatever. This was a long time ago. This was probably like eight years ago. So, right, I think. So I woke up the next day just like dried, like not an ounce of water in me, like no water in me at all. So when that happens, obviously it's really hard to sing. Combined with the fact that I think it was at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and my friend picked me up, drove me to the radio station, and I'm just like, I just don't want to be there. I like dying. I mean, I was happy to be there, and I was honored that they asked me, and it was really
It's
cool.
just wrong timing.
It was just my idiot self drinking way too much before, so I play the song, and like a lot of times I'll play and I'll feel like it's a terrible performance, and I'll get off stage and people come up to me and say like, "Hey, that was really good," and I'm like, "Really? Like that? I didn't feel that good." But that show or that performance I felt really confident that it was really, really bad. And then I got verification of that, not only from like the reaction that other people had towards me, but they sent me the audio file like a couple weeks later, and I deleted it like permanently. I can never go back and listen to it again because I was that embarrassed from it. So if there was one I could
Wow.
redo, it was for sure the radio performance I had of Philip Phillips' Home. I'm really sorry, Philip Phillips, that I did that to your song. So hopefully that's not out there anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Plus, the internet wasn't as big as back
Yeah,
then.
I'm sure
so
it's somewhere, but
it might be somewhere, but
Yeah.
it's probably hidden
it's hidden
or
enough.
disappeared.
Yeah.
It got
Guys
probably
everywhere.
buried with 8 years material.
Yeah, it was on Q104, so who listens to Q104? Anybody?
No.
Q104 is dead.
I didn't
Sorry,
realize that was
Q104.
the thing still. That's probably the wrong thing for me to
Yeah,
say.
me too. I'm saying Q104. If you want to have me to perform on your radio station, I would be more than happy. Just let me know. So.
Oops. Well, we're both going to hell on that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, at least not playing on Q104 anytime soon.
Yeah. Or me being hired there or anything.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So,
no
yeah.
chance. So.
Yeah, we
And
sort
I
of
think
messed
they
that up.
own like 92.3. I think they own like quite a few radio stations.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, we're
so-
sort of screwed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Well.
Just bury the
Yeah,
audio
internet's,
file.
the internet's the only way now, anyways. So.
Oh, with that, I'll sort of be my devious self. How do you come up with the different, like, artwork for your works?
I don't have much artwork, to be honest. I mainly use pictures of my face. My logo, I don't know the guy's name. My friend Vince recommended him to me. He's this guy in London. I don't know who he is, but I messaged him. This is actually kind of a funny story too. So, I messaged this guy about a logo, and he sent me like 3 different versions. And obviously, I had to pay for him because I paid him to design these logos. But I wanted to test them on just kind of on the general market, so I took them, and they weren't like the finished product. They were just like samples, so they had like this blur over them. And I took them and I put them on my Facebook page, and he emailed me, "Hey, what's going on? Just wondering if you still wanted these logos or like what's happening with them." And I didn't reply right away. I was really busy, or I just ignored him probably. And he messaged me a couple hours later and said, "Hey, I see that they're already on your website. Were you planning on paying for these?" So I felt really guilty, and I called him right away, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just kind of testing the market." And I don't think he believed me. I think he thought that I was just trying to pull a fast one and steal the logo. But I absolutely love my logo, and I'm very happy that I paid him for the logo. I think it's done wonders for me personally. So it's on my card. It's everywhere. So.
I don't blame you. Sir, you sort of had to test the market in
Yeah,
that
you have
before
to, but
really
I
committing.
should have done it with like my family and friends, not just like post it up on social media and then him find it and be like, "Hey," like I'm sure that happens quite a bit.
In a
probably
way.
to people who do design. So, and I
In a way, but then in a way you could sort of see in that because it's different if someone that you don't know that much.
yeah, that's true.
You
That's true.
know.
I think
What
there's
their
other
opinion
avenues for
compared to
it,
your
though, yeah.
family that sort of grew up with you that try to support you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even though they might not agree completely with it, but they'll sort of say,
Right.
I sort of
that's
see
so
what you're
nice.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though most they would sort of, but you know,
Yeah, I know
it's
who
sort of
my
that
honest
gray
feedbackers
area.
Are, though. I know who to go to if I need some honest feedback.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we could squeeze one more song in that,
Yeah.
and then come back,
Sounds
for
good to
one
me.
quickie in that. Then
All right.
you can start booking for your long drive.
Yeah, I'm headed to Cincinnati after this. Big night ahead. Big night
Long
of-
drive tonight.
Yeah, listen to some Monday Night Football. Drive.
Probably at some point in time, get out, walk around in that
Yeah.
on the nice 4-hour drive.
Nope, I will not be doing that. I have to stop a lot too. Use the restroom though. I'll talk to the GF the whole way.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what song I have. I don't know. What did I play already?
So Ohio.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Oh.
I got one. How if I sing loud, is this I gonna be good to go?
Don't worry, I'll get you.
Okay, cool. So this is one I wrote with buddy Sean Swenson, who's also in Nashville, and it's called "Keep the Dream Alive." Maybe I'm still sleeping. Someone come and try to open up my eyes. Maybe this is real life. Made my way to Nashville with bigger inspirations to sing my old songs on the stage. Well, and I saw your face. My plans rearranged, and I found a new dream I would chase. Or maybe I'm still sleeping. Someone come and try to open up my eyes. Maybe this is real life. 'Cause you're all that I've been thinking of. Can't get you off my mind. I'm starting to realize that maybe you'll keep the dream alive. Southern girl sing some old country song, strumming a beat of guitar. Sweet melodies spoke right to me. To me she's already a star. Or maybe I'm still sleeping. Someone come and try to open up my eyes. Maybe this is real life. 'Cause you're all that I've been thinking of. Can't get you off my mind. Started to realize maybe you'll keep the dream alive. Maybe I'm still sleeping. Someone come and try to open up my eyes. 'Cause you're all that I've been thinking of. Can't get you off my mind. Started to realize that maybe you'll keep the dream alive. Maybe you'll keep the dream alive. Maybe
I have a nice crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Better than those pesky little people out in chat.
Oh, where?
You know, chat, remember earlier? Those pesky guys.
Those guys leave?
I
miss
think.
those guys. Hopefully they follow me on Twitter. We can have some good banter. I like to
Yeah.
get in Twitter fights. That's one of my hobbies. One of my many hobbies is just like, even if I agree with somebody, just like mess with them, try to get them to fight with me. So,
So pretty much trolling them.
pretty much, yeah. I'm a troll. So, it's enjoyable.
We get along too well.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't know.
I almost want to create a Twitter just to do certain things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's never too bad, but I like to, poke the bear. So.
I gotcha. I do like your stuff, man.
Thank you, man. I finished this whole water during this, so
Cool.
that's how you know.
So, Nathalie, if people want to check you out, where should they go?
JoshuaRobertEntertainment.com or just Google Joshua Robert. Follow me, J Robert Music. I think is my tag for everything, J Robert Music. And I'm very, very, very entertaining on social media. Not really. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very, very, very dull on social media, but it's still worth it because it's every once in a while there's a good joke or two.
Don't worry, Heater's back.
Oh, nice.
Great on cue. You know.
Dude, follow me on Twitter. Let's get into some fights. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should follow him on Twitter, man. Eventually, I'll create a Twitter that we can all get in a fight
Yeah, I love
and
it.
have a good time.
Yeah. Just don't use your real name.
Something like that. So, it's been a pleasure,
Yeah.
man.
Jeremiah,
definitely.
thank you for having me today. This was
And
fun.
thank you for coming, Josh. And
Yeah.
definitely, I like where you're going with everything and
Well,
that.
thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and you guys, will enjoy your little short entertainment, little freaks thing.
Yeah, stay tuned for the next dude too.
Yeah.
Dude.
And we'll get on for a little switcheroo.
All right, peace.
Are you interested in music, concerts, and talk shows, or